Serious, what secret could destroy your life if it got out?
Deleted. I believe in aliens. Like, to an insane degree. I used to attempt to summon them in an effort to be abducted. I've spent countless hours and night upon sleepless night looking up abduction videos and the like online. Every time I think about aliens I get this adrenaline rush and feel so alive with the thought of hyper-intelligent, spiritually advanced, telepathically inclined beings. I dream of being abducted, or to at least come into contact with extraterrestrials. I guess this wouldn't necessarily destroy my life, per se. But my family is extremely religious and anything of this nature is a big no-no to them. Plus if anyone realized how much time and energy I've invested into this, I'm pretty sure they would think I'm a nutjob and stop being friends with me. Every single day I fantasize about getting on a plane, going far far away, and starting over. I'm just too afraid to do it. How much I don't care about a lot of people in my life that like me. Co-workers, friends, family. There are a ton of them I just don't care for really, and am just civil with them for convenience. Some of them have done pretty nice things for me, and I am thankful. But there are still some I just don't really like that much. I used to not be like this. I used to try and maintain all the relationships. Now many old friends, people that live far away, I don't even make an effort. And I wonder if I ever cared at all. The weirdest part is in social situations, I'm really good at being friendly, and feigning interest in people's life. I've been complimented on being a nice and genuine guy. But there's this resentment I have for many people in my life that I keep hidden. The only people I really care for are a few close friends, my immediate family, and my girlfriend. Other than that, I'd rather just be alone. I have not paid income taxes in a decade. I don't get any withholding. I don't know how it got away from me like that. At this point I'm afraid to ask. This may be weird to a lot of people, but I am borderline obsessed with this imaginary world that I created for a novel that I was once going to write. Today it is almost 3 years ago that I came up with the idea. I won't even try to explain it, and ever since I've been sort of lost thinking about it. A lot of people are going to call bullshit, but sometimes when I'm not engaging with anyone, I actually have small hallucinations about the world and the characters. It's kind of scary sometimes, and I've convinced myself that it is not a disorder, as I did not have this problem before I began the process of writing. It's mainly auditory. I've yet to have any sort of visual hallucinations. The worst part is I've rewritten the first chapter at least 50 or 60 times and never seem to get it right. I feel that if anyone ever found out, my parents would make me go to an institution. I don't think I'm crazy, but I also don't think that this happens to a lot of people. I don't feel special or any bullshit like that. I'd prefer if it never happened. I have zero motivation to do anything. I work 40 to 60 hours a week, and while I'm at work you'd think I don't have a care in the world. I have an amazing boyfriend who loves me unconditionally and would do anything for me. But the feeling is one-sided. I just want to close my eyes and fade away into nothingness. To sleep and never wake up. I would never kill myself, but if someone came up to me with a gun and said they were going to kill me, I would probably thank them. The only thing that brings me happiness is actually very odd. I enjoy laying at the bottom of a pool while it's cloudy outside and just look at the reflection from above. My thoughts are all scattered. I haven't slept in a day or two. Not a throwaway, but I don't think anyone knows my username. I failed out of college after 2 years because I was lazy and I was drunk all the time. I then joined the Air Force, and was kicked out because of a heart disease I didn't know about. I think about killing myself at least once a week. My fiancée of 4 years broke up with me and I was so apathetic it didn't bother me. I just calmly collected my stuff and moved out. I can't sleep for more than 3 hours a day anymore. I'm not sure if I'm depressed or not. I just get up and go to work, then come home. I don't drink anymore, but I smoke almost a pack a day. I just turned 22, and according to a few doctors I'll be lucky to see 30. 40 will be a miracle not explainable by science. I'm going back to college in the fall, so at least before I go my family won't think I'm a total failure. Writing this actually made me cry. This is the first emotion I've had in almost a year. Thank you Reddit, for letting me know I can still feel something. Edit, no one knows about my heart besides my doctor. Thankfully I don't have to disclose my condition to my employer or family unless I deem it necessary or I want to. Edit 2, this got a little bigger than I thought it would. To answer some questions that keep coming up, my heart continues to grow, it may never stop growing. This causes extra stress, like bruising and swelling. I work out at a gym 4 to 5 days a week, and I run 2 miles a day. My best option is to condition my body to be in the best shape it possibly can. This will lead to a slower resting and active heart rate. I do smoke, and I know what it will do to me. For now it's my crutch. First step to fixing a problem is admitting you have one, right? Also I may think about killing myself, but that is a momentary feeling, not because I am sad, but because I wonder if it would make things easier on the people in my life. I have plans and goals, but some things I have to let go of because time. I live my life as if I will live to be 100. I don't focus on the timeline I was given because there is no point in self-pity. Deleted. Using a throwaway. When I was about 13 I was discovering my sexuality and masturbating every day to twice a day. I was so curious about having my cock being touched by someone else that one day I asked my little brother who was 9 years old. It was kinda awkward, he didn't understand what was going on, I didn't know it was so wrong and so creepy. I remember every little detail of this shameful moment, my cum dripping on my little brother's hand. I wasn't attracted by my little brother, I was just curious about getting a hand job by someone else, and he was the only person which could accept to do it. It happened only one time. We never spoke about it. Now I'm 21 and he's 17, we have a wonderful relationship, he's my best friend, we laugh every time we see each other. I think maybe it would be good to get it off my chest, and maybe his too, and tell him, but I don't want to ruin what we have now. I don't want him to see me as an abusive big brother or even think I might be. It was a child mistake, I didn't know. I sincerely hope he doesn't remember a thing. That I enjoy peeing in the sink when I'm home alone because it feels sort of taboo. I'm 27 years old and I have no idea how to make real money. I don't want to work at a supermarket for the rest of my life. Edit to stop the question, no I will not give an exact location. No, not even via PM. I created a throwaway because, though it seems kind of stupid, it could absolutely destroy everything I have built up. I am employed by a company that allows people to work remotely. They only hire in specific states in the US. Not only do I not live in one of those states, I don't even live in the US. I am a US citizen but am currently not in the US, and it's because of this job and the shitty economy in the country I'm in I get to live a pretty damned lavish life. For every $1 it's worth about 600% more here because the currency is weak, getting weaker, and it's just cheap as shit to live here anyways. I've been working for months and I've had some close calls. I screwed up a couple of times and they questioned me about it. I had to lie. No more throwaway here. I see a lot of suicidal and incest posts, so mine is probably pale in comparison and will stay at the bottom. Anyway, I almost killed my sister years ago. She was about 3 and I was maybe 9 to 11 years old. I carried her to the terrace, 5 stories high including the ground floor. And like some dumb fuck, I placed her at the edge of the terrace, above a barricade of sorts. There was nothing to protect her from falling, and directly below, 5 stories down, is a cemented path. I don't remember what was so important I had to do that I left her dangling there, at death's edge. All I remember is, she was starting to sway backwards, towards the ground. Alarm bells started ringing in my head. So I ran and somehow managed to grab onto her just as she was about to fall. I felt my heart racing against my chest. I hugged her for a really long time. Too afraid to let go. To this day, I haven't told her, she's 25 now, nor my mom. Even typing this still makes me nervous. That height, how a baby's body would have ended up splattered all over the hard cemented pathway, how I could be institutionalized, how my family would have disowned me, how I would have missed watching her grow up. Still haunts me. It developed an irrational fear in me, of carrying babies around. Even if I'm not the one carrying them. Or even if there is no height involved. Edit, thanks for all the awesome responses guys. And yes, I will definitely tell her this one day. Just not yet, still can't see how we'll be able to laugh about it though. Still gives me the chills, the creepy kind.